a lot of times when I post, some FBAs make it their business to hop in my comments and give me information that I did not ask for. They don't know me, they didn't direct message me, they just hop in my comments and they tell me that we are indigenous to this land. Now this is the problem. For one, I didn't ask for that. Two, that's not how you get people to believe what you believe. And three, I don't all the way disagree with that. Now, people might see this, scroll, or hop in, oh, he an FBA too. I'm not. But what I am is a person that when I hear new information, I listen to it if it makes sense. And it makes sense that African descended people would already be in the Americas before Europeans arrived, before Western Europeans arrived. Because we don't got no problem with believing that the Vikings came over here before the Western Europeans arrived. But we do have a problem with Negroes being here before Western Europeans arrived. Okay? And that says a lot about us as a people. Now, a lot of times people say, boys want to be Moors, boys want to be Israelites, boys want to be Egyptian, boys want to be X, Y, and Z. They want to be anything but African. But that is a very colonialized way to look at Africa, because you are wrapping Africa up into West Africa, okay? The Moors came from Africa. Israel is in Northeast Africa. As a matter of fact, the highest population of African Americans outside of the United States is in Israel. Egypt is in Africa. Ethiopia is in Africa. So to assume that Africa is essentially just West Africa is a very colonized way to see the continent. All of these things can be true, but what I found is that it's not about what is truth with my people. It's usually about who is right. Who is right, who I believe. And because we have been traumatized, because we have been abandoned, because we have grown up in a terrible educational system, because we come oftentimes from damaged families, because we have experienced hell in this land that we call the United States, our psyche is really not equipped to handle information that goes against everything we know and love, okay? Because we are in a constant state of survival. So this is what we do. We either run like cowards and never face new information. We believe something and do a complete 180 and then become an evangelist for that very thing that we believe, okay? Or we take the route to just mock everybody. And all three of these methods that we turn to naturally are ineffective and detrimental to our progression as a people. We cannot live our life scrolling on social media, making a habit of mocking one another. The entire world already mocks us. We don't need to mock one another. We talk about gatekeeping our languages. We talk about gatekeeping our culture. We talk about gatekeeping our secrets. But when it comes to disagreement, we throw each other in the street and shame one another like they are not our own people, like they are not our own flesh and blood. But when other people do it, then we protest, we get angry, and we boycott. But we are hypocrites because we do the same thing with our people, so much so to a level that anytime somebody presents a new idea, we scold them and we abandon them. This is why we hate each other as a people, because we know that we will only receive hate back. In order for us to get out of this situation is to turn back to the commandments of our Most High, El, our Most High power. And a part of those commandments is to love one another the same way that we would want to be loved. Now, am I saying that we need to be some type of television, all this love, never have a disagreement? No. Love corrects, love exposes. Open rebuke is better than hidden love. I'm not saying that we shouldn't correct one another. What we should not do is constantly tear each other down. And that is what I see us do consistently. That is what I experience us do with one another. From when I was in Texas to when I'm in Louisiana, from when I was in Georgia, anywhere I go, we have a common denominator of tearing one another down. We are too distracted by the issues of, I believe this, I believe that, we should do this, we should do that we actually don't do nothing. And these people are controlling our lives, controlling the water that we drink, the food that we eat, the money that we spend, and the places that we go, and the things that we see. They are able to do that because we are distracted on what we think and believe. So much so to where we cannot get on one accord with one another. We need to be one. That's what Messiah said. May they be one, just as I and you are one, Father. To move as one is not a foreign concept. Dirk said it in the song, we move the same, we all is one. That's what I'm talking about. This is not a foreign concept. This is our language. To be one is to move in unison. Does that mean everybody is the same? Does that mean everybody does the same thing? No. My right hand and my left hand are different. My right eye and my left eye are both different from each other and simultaneously different from my hands. But they operate on the same accord to help me see, touch, and take. And that is one thing we are unable to do as long as we are not in unison with each other. That's it for today. Peace be unto all y'all. May the Most High bless you with laughter, understanding, wisdom, mercy, grace, and protection. Shalom.